Talk is going to be an amazing talk by Kaiser. I had an amazing chat with Kaiser, and a huge round of applause for Kaiser to be joining us on stage, chat.
Hello everyone. Oh, that's nice energy. I kind of can say that the total guys I see here, plus some of us might be watching online, so all of us might have committed more number of lines of code than the range I saw yesterday. Might be. I can just see the enthusiasm here. So it's so amazing to see all of you away from your screen. I mean, this is also a big screen, but that's fine. Away from a big screen, those Git conflicts and those irritating bugs, it's so good to see you. Here we are going to discuss something that is shaking up as well as shaping up the way how we build softwares, that is AI. Okay, so anybody thinking that AI is going to replace us? Any hands? Nobody? Then we are all safe. There is no need for Skynet and Terminators. Right? Come again? You don't want AI to replace you, right? That's what this talk is all about. We are going to see how we can defend ourselves from those Skynet thing. Yes. So I'll go back a step and let me ask you this question: that have you worked on any project which is not getting released soon, or let's suppose it's ongoing for eternity, 6 months, a year, or have you faced a situation where you have raised a PR, somebody is giving you feedback, you are addressing it, it again goes back, comes back, that whole cycle is taking you, let's suppose, 1 week to get sorted? Or have you faced a scenario where you fixed some bugs in last sprint? This sprint, you again saw some similar bugs. Maybe last sprint you fixed something related to font size in login. This time you are receiving spelling mistakes in profile. Has anyone faced this? Yes. So we'll also discuss about that how do we avoid such scenarios. Okay. So looking back here, we have a usual software development workflow. This might be a bit different based upon different teams we work with, different companies we work with, different clients we work for. But overall, the story remains same. You always start with requirement gathering, where requirement starts flowing in through multiple stakeholders call, then multiple clarification chats, then clarification emails. All of these things happen. On top of this, you might get some reference documentation. You might get some screenshots of the competitors, which we usually lose. I mean, we don't keep track. We just remember it verbally, and that's it. So requirement gathering has another set of challenges where everybody on the whole flow, stakeholders, everybody, they have different definitions of what a feature mean. I'll come to that, but overall what I want to put a point is requirement gathering. This has a good amount of challenges, which takes a good amount of our time. Similar thing goes with prototyping, POCs, architectural decisions. Somebody made a wrong architecture decision, which is making us wake up at 2 a.m. and just fingers crossed and praying silently that, oh God, the build should pass. I want to sleep, like that. Okay. Then same goes for sprint planning, deployment, and FRs. So this is the place where once you deploy this and it goes to users, still you get some of the other feedbacks, some of the problems which you spend nights debugging, what happened in my backend, all of those things that happen. We'll discuss on that, but we'll start with, I mean, all of this we won't discuss. We'll see what we can. We have limited time. We'll start with requirement gathering. Yes. Requirement gathering we'll start with. We'll try to see how we can prepare this BRD. Sometimes this doesn't work. Yes. These are the overall steps that happen in the stage of requirement gathering phase, where there are multiple stakeholder meetings. There are like all of those key stakeholders and the project managers, then team leads, the requirement starts flowing in, where everybody has their own definition. Somebody can say the feature, the sorting should work like this. Some other guy is interpreting it some like in some other manner. Okay, and by the time it goes to intern builds something. When it goes to production, it was like, no, this is not what we were expecting. Those things we don't want, and everybody is aware that this happens. And in whole of this flow, we need to make a sense of all of these confusions that happens. What solves that problem? BRD, business requirement document. This is not new. I think everybody in the software industry knows what BRD. So it's not new. We just want to see how we can reinvent that, or not reinventing actually. How do we improve it to make it faster? Then all internal feedback cycle happens. Then we decide that this is what we want to release. This is what we want to push to next releases. Okay, that usually happens. So tell me, these questions are for you. To make sense of out of all of those chaos, lot of meetings, transcripts that happened, maybe first meeting, kickoff meeting happened in April, and the next meeting is happened in, let's suppose, September. Nobody remembers. Okay, it's all chaotic. So which of these do you think, I mean, either project manager or senior developers, they are doing all of this BRD, but which of these you think is most time taking, boring, and you would wish that there should be somebody who take this load off from me? I want to spend rest of my time doing some creativity, refactoring maybe, those kind of stuffs. The very first one is somebody wants to summarize all of those information into a sensible VRD. It should not clash. For example, stakeholder 1 said something, stakeholder 2 said something on the 5th call. It's clashing with the first call. It's very difficult to make sense of all of these ones. Then they might miss some of the edge cases scenarios, which leads to bugs. Then sleepless nights. So those things. I'll wait for your response. Which of these you think is very boring, time taking, and we don't want to do it? Somebody else should do it for us. 1, 2, 3, 4. Anything you can say. 4, 1. All. Now, how would I continue if you say all? Okay. चारों तरफ से घेर लिया आप लोग. Okay. So let's see if okay, fortunately I have prepared for all of these. So we'll see how we can summarize everything. We'll see if it can detect some edge cases or gaps in our use cases. We'll see if the stakeholders, or at least our team leader, they are conflicting in their understanding. Okay, or sometimes this is the most important thing. It's not related to project owners, but it's mostly a developer tester relationship, where the developer built something else, testers had a different way of testing it, and we never came to the same page. This is where we will try all of us to come to the same page. Yeah, we'll call it AI powered BRD, because here we'll use AI. Okay, one disclaimer I'm giving: AI is not going to replace us. We are going to utilize AI. AI has, okay, I'll come back to this. AI, it just has the potential to do stuffs. It will always remain below human. If we are not able to instruct it perfectly, it will not give output. That's the reason you might have seen guys saying, no, we are using AI, but it's not giving us results. That's not the problem of AI. AI has potential. We lag behind on the skill sets of prompt engineering, context engineering, okay, providing right inputs, expecting right outputs. All of these things are very much needed. Unless we are masters in that, it's very difficult to utilize this. Okay, let's assume some scenarios. We faced similar scenarios in our company where we were trying to build stuff quickly, but we were limited in terms of the number of hours every team member in our company wanted to put to it. Let's assume it's 8, but nobody knows in IT. Nobody knows in IT we work for 8 hours. It can go to 10 hours, 12 hours, but that was limited on our part. We wanted to solve that. First step, what we did is we dumped all of the information of a specific feature into single folder. You see the follow-up call is there, but I'll pick one file. I've summarized everything here. I'll show you. This is the initial call that happened. All of these chats are there, all of these transcriptions are there. Then a follow-up call happened after a few days back. After a few days, these were the discussions. And then we went to Slack, and on Slack, usually that happens with everybody of us. Once the calls are done, we go to group chats, and then on Slack or MS Teams, we try to discuss whatever our confusions were. Okay, this we are discussing. Then the last clarification email before finalizing anything, we did that. It's a copy. Okay, that's there. So what we did is we dumped everything here. If you look at this NA10 flow, okay, NA10. Can you guys raise who all have used this? There's quite a few. Okay, I thought this is a very popular tool, but I recently this OpenAI also released a similar stuff, but I'm using N8N because most of our known colleagues, they are very comfortable with N8N. So what we do here is we pick an existing BRD. I mean, I can have 2-3 calls before. I had prepared a BRD, then few more calls happened. So I'll have to update that. So I'm trying to pick some, the latest version of this feature related BRD, sanitizing it because, you know, Google Docs, they add a lot of formatting related information. That is not needed for us. It's not valuable. Then we search for all transcripts from Google Drive, and you see we are fetching these transcripts. I'll show you these. You see here we have 3 items. 3 BRDs were pulled. If I go back, I see there are three BRD. BRD 0th version, 2nd version, 3rd version. Okay, it's counting in, but okay, I'll come to that. Why that's 3 items? Ideally there should be 2, but I'll come to that. Then it's searching for all the transcripts. I had 2 calls. That's there. I am pulling all of these chats from my Slack, company's Slack channel on that feature. I have 10 chats for that. Everything is sanitized, and we are here. If I go here, you'll see, I'll show you some of the results. On the right side, if you see, something is being discussed. You see? Similar thing goes here. If I go to chat and check, right side you see there are few messages. If API partially fails, whether retry is needed or not, those things are there. So yeah, all of these things are done, and at the end, once this agent is in, agent is nothing but a fancy word of automating. Earlier we used to automate hard-coded inputs, hard-coded output, everything was hard-coded. But now we don't do that. AI is there with natural language processing. It understands our inputs and outputs. It's able to do that. The agent is nothing but some prompts, some memory, some model, some extra tool. Combine everything, it becomes an agent. So it does and prepare our BRD, which is this one. Okay. This is the one I created before coming here. So you see, it actually covers literally everything. It covers all of the business requirement. It shows what exact scenarios are to be handled, all of these use cases, edge cases, test scenarios, non-functional requirement, which usually gets skipped during BRD. Okay, it will also point the limitations. Okay, in case there are some conflicts, it will also point it. The whole beauty of this is powered only by the prompt. The prompt I'll share you, but this is powered only by prompt. This you can utilize. Now my question is, what's the guarantee that the BRD AI has generated is actually correct? How do we know that? We can't. I think there's a trust between humans and AI that I asked AI to do something, AI will do it. It will always do it. It won't go off track. So there's a trust agreement between human and AI, right? Look, AI removed my slides. It's only trust me, bro. Making sense? No, that's wrong. AI, I would say we should never trust AI. AI is as good as our skill set. If we are not competent, it won't even work. Forget about the trust agreement. Okay, so how do we ensure that whatever output we have generated is not mediocre? It's top notch. We we don't, okay, this step was actually dumping the file there. Okay, so we have a review item there. Once AI generates it, there should be a human in the loop at least 5%, 10% of the time, so that final output it reviews and then dumps it. Once this is done, it goes to stakeholder, the other flow. Once the stakeholder approves it, okay, instead of review, this should be human review. Wait for stakeholder. Once stakeholder approves it, we have another agent that breaks down all of these requirements into user stories and dumps it into Asana. Usually, how much time does it take for us? How much time will it take for us to complete this whole flow manually? Any guesses? Combining everything, BRD, then 4 days, 5 days, 2 days. More than, yeah, you are lazy as me. Even I, if given me, if I'm given a chance to do this, I would personally take around a week to complete all of this, because I want to ensure everything is fine and there are no feedbacks coming back. Okay, that cycles I hate. But how much time did it take for AI to complete? That's just 3 minutes or 5 minutes, right? So we saved let's be practical here. 3-5 minutes this will take, and we'll take some time reviewing this. Let's suppose 1 hour, 1.5 hour, then breaking down user stories. It has done it, but still we'll have to go to Asana and verify whether that's correctly broken down or not. All of these things will take roughly 5-6 hours. So whatever was supposed to be done in 1 week, we are completing in half a day. That's a good achievement. Like it? Okay. So we should try. We should try. What do we do in rest of the time? We can go to sleep. Anyways, stats says that developers are that species who is sleep deprived since a decade. Okay. So we can do this, but I wanted to simplify. I came here to, I had this few discussion with few of our guys, and then we came here with an intention that I want to give you something which you can go home and try itself. I mean, today itself. I don't even want this NA10 to be a restriction. So what I'll do is, I'll show you how we can do this without. Okay. This one let's close. This one let's close. NA10 also we don't need. Let's they go home. We'll share that after the lunch. The links will share. Good hands. Thanks. So we'll go to our next topic, PR analyzer. What it does is, I'll simply show you. This is one of the PR that's very badly written. You don't see any PR description. What it does, I don't know. So what we did, we built a PR review tool that goes through PR differences, patches, and figure out what's bad in all of these. See, PR description is bad, commit quality is somewhat good. Okay, tests are good, other items are missing. Okay, these are again built using AI. Again, we'll share that prompt. These are the items which we have to do. This happens, like I said, PR review cycle take a lot of time. So this happens why this you can run locally and then fix it, and then once you prepare whole of the PR, that's the chances of getting approved is very high, because it's all following the best practices. There is one more PR that's good. Oh, 1 second. Okay. In essence of time, I'll just show this one. Here all are good. Okay, we can see what are the quick wins, what are the good things that's there in the PR. If you see here, I'll scroll down 1 sec. Yeah. So this tool is also showing that this code block is bad, that code block is good, you should improve it, why is this better, what is the best practice. This will help you make your code quality top notch, and who knows, the PR might get approved in just one shot. It's again saving your time. Okay, so I wanted to share one more thing. How did we build these kind of tools? It's all because of this. What I wanted to say here is, it had a lot of concepts which we wanted to do, and it was very difficult to summarize and explain all of these. So we compiled a book for that, using which you can build this NA10 related stuffs, PR tool. If you want, if you journal regularly, you can dump everything on that tool, and Then you ask it questions, RAG tool. All of these things you can build just using this book. It's a small book. But we are officially launching it today in React India 2025. And the good thing is it's all available in our prompt in our website. You can have a look there. And the last one which I wanted to show, this is 3 minutes left, so I'll cover very quickly. So this is the last thing. PR analyzer we did, and then let's see, bug pattern analyzer. So remember, I told you in the beginning that a last sprint we fixed some bugs. This sprint it again came up. So what happened with us is last to last sprint we had 143 bugs. It was all UI related. Then it came to next sprint where it had 250 bugs around. We try to analyze it. Why is this happening? Because if this goes on, we might reach 1000 bugs per sprint. That's very bad. We wanted to certainly avoid it. We again try to leverage AI to do this, because if I start reading through all of those issues, I'll remember up to 50 lines. Once I go to 200th line, I'll follow what was there at the top. So it's very difficult to make context of these, but AI is able to do it. So we built another tool there. Okay, I'll show you that small glimpse that's happening. So this is the list of bugs. This is the list of bugs that was there. Okay, it's not the specific nitty-gritties, but it's genuine bugs. But we wanted to make sense. That's why we created some prompt. Prompt is again, it's there. We did not want AI to N8N to do this because it was not automated. It's a simple thing. So you can utilize this. If you go at the top, I've given it some prompt, and look what it did. It actually was able to identify that specific area where my bugs are happening. Look at the frequency. 8. There are 8 number of bugs. That's only because of state management. What do I what do I get from this? It means our team, hypothetical team, our team is not competent enough, or they don't have that needed skill set of state management. What will I do? I, as a tech lead, will conduct some sessions internally so that they will upskill. And next time, the number of bugs that's generated will at least not be because of state management. So if we do this consistently, sprint by sprint, month by month, year on year, I'm sure by end of the year or in 1 year, nobody will be able to stand at par to that team. So all of these things are here, and we have been following this since, let's suppose, 1 year or more, and most of our PRs usually gets approved in 1 or 2 shots. Okay, these are the things. If I'm just scrolling down for you to have a look. It's also giving you root cause analysis of why that went wrong. Okay, it's recommending you the skills that you should be imparting to your team members. It's also preventing you, suggesting you some of the AI automations related items which you should do. And these are the tools. And once these are done, the next area, the action plans, it's giving you high priority improvement items that's going to reduce the count of bugs. Okay. All okay? You guys getting bored? Okay. So this is the analyzer, and then that's it. Looks like we have covered. One second, I'll go back. Oh, one second, I'll go back. So these were the tools. Requirement gathering we covered, which happens before development. Development test PR request, that happens with development, and this was post development. Going forward, we might have more webinars. We usually conduct webinars and meetups. There we might discuss on prototyping architectures. Okay, but that's all. Thanks everyone for listening, and hope you guys try all of these, because I said we had 0 tool dependencies here. You guys can try, literally try, and DM me or put on LinkedIn and mention me. Let's see. I would want to see how many got benefits out of all of these workflows, because nobody wants terminators. That's all. Thank you.